Reputation. What is your reputation? What do you want people to know you as? When people are talking about you behind your back, what would you like them to be saying? And how do we create a great reputation if we want to have a good one? One of the interesting words that people ask me about on a fairly regular basis is the word respect. Rowie, how can I get people to respect me? And I think it's a great question, because it's nice if people like you, but would it matter if they don't like you but they do respect you? And what would cause people to respect you? Is that part of your reputation? Imagine a world, and I always ask this question, a world where respect was the number one focus of everybody. So you respect yourself, you respect everybody that comes into your life for whatever reason, and you respect your environment. So let's just have a look at those three for a start. If I respect myself, would I be healthy? Would I be fit? Would I be strong? Would I eat healthy food? Would I have good quality things in my life? Would I have great quality people in my life? Would I have a great career or business? Would I be financially free? Because I have self-respect. I want to have a great life. And I think they're really important questions to ask, particularly if you're a parent, a teacher, a coach, a boss, or a leader, and people are looking at your life. Would they respect you for the way you live your life? And are you respectful of yourself? So that's number one. Number two, we live in a world where you can get a very bad reputation on social media, for example, because of the way you speak about other people. And it seems that we've lost complete respect for other people's opinion. So, and I find this perplexing every day, and if not perplexing, sometimes very sad and sometimes even scary. If you've got a different opinion to somebody, so whether it's about politics or religion or sexual persuasion or eating or exercise or parenting or finances or all the big topics in the world, it's not anymore about I'm not going to listen to you talk, or I'm not going to be involved with you or have you in my life. People now are getting death threats because of their opinion. Not very respectful, is it? We all have the right to our own opinion, don't we? Wouldn't it be awful if you had an opinion about something and somebody threatened to kill you because of that opinion? Now, my parents were brought up in a world where that was quite normal. My mother was brought up in Nazi Germany. My father was brought up in communist Romania, where you weren't allowed to have an opinion because the government you would cease to exist, basically. Very disrespectful of somebody else's opinion. My parents moved to Australia, and they came as refugees to Australia because they wanted to live in a country that was free, where you could have an opinion without ceasing to exist. So why is it that we think that our opinion is so important and other people don't have the right to their opinion? And whether that is, and they are very hot topics. We live in a world where people argue about religion all the time. They argue about politics all the time. They argue about food and exercise all the time. But I have the right to my opinion. You have the right to your opinion. What if we respect each other? What would that do for our reputation? And I'll use reputation again from a respect of other people point of view. Everything you ever have posted on social media, every time you put yourself out to the world, even if you are embarrassed about it or ashamed about it or you wish you hadn't done it, it's never going to disappear. So however angry you get with other people, how disrespectful you ever are of other people, how rude you are if you bully other people, even if you're ever sorry for that, that's not going away. At some stage in your life, it may affect your reputation. It might be because you're looking for a new career path, you're looking for new customers or clients, you want a joint venture, you want to bring different people into life. It might be that you want to date some real cool person. They go search what you've done in the past and go, nah, that's not a reputation I want to be involved with. Look what they posted on social media. So they're very personal questions. Do you respect yourself, and does that show? Do you respect other people, and how are you revealing yourself and your respect for other people? And then respect for the environment. This is something that's really affecting my life on a almost daily basis now, because I live in the South Island of New Zealand, and there are beautiful places to go. Mountain climbing, rock climbing, lakes, rivers, dams, mountains, beautiful places that are just breathtakingly gorgeous to look at. But everywhere we've been, there's been rubbish, cigarette butts, broken beer bottles. There's been something that's destroyed the environment. Every time I walk past a graffiti wall, I just feel sad, because that's somebody else's building that somebody has been so disrespectful that they think it's okay to put their mark on somebody else's building. Now, if it's your building, go for it. Draw as much graffiti on it as you want. But if that building doesn't belong to you, is that not disrespectful? If you go to a beautiful place and you leave your rubbish behind, isn't that disrespectful? And if somebody were watching you, and now you don't know who's watching you, and everybody's got a camera on their phone, and everybody will film you if you are being disrespectful to your environment or to other people, and once it's on social media, you can never get rid of it. So that's my very personal question. I'm standing in a library. Often people ask me, tell me about the books in your library. I pick my books very carefully. I want to study, research, and understand people who have careers or businesses that they love. They're doing what they're passionate about, but they're also adding massive value to the world. So not just people that can kick a ball or throw a ball or catch a ball or they're good at something. I want people that are beautiful people as well. So I'm very careful about who I put into my brain, who I put into my life, because I'm respectful of my own brain. So the people behind me, and this is just an interesting side note, if you're going to buy a biography or an autobiography, now autobiography is great because they're written by the person. But if you buy a biography, be really careful because a lot of them are unauthorized, which often means they're very disrespectful books. And that disrespectful book can then give that person a bad reputation because somebody else has written something horrible about them. So there's two questions now. What is your reputation? What do you want it to be? And are you living that reputation? And I always ask the question, I was asked it a very long time ago, pick 5 words to describe you as a person and then be that person. Live your life in every area of your life as that person. So that if somebody looked into your life, they would see the person that you have told the world you are. Again, as an interesting side note, is it possible that if you live your life like that, you are a happy person, you've got nothing to hide, you're not pretending, you're not wearing a mask, you don't have to try and please anybody because you're just being who you are. And people may not like who you are, but it's more likely that they will respect you. So if that's your reputation, what about how do you deal with other people's reputations? Do you believe what other people say? Do you read an unauthorized biography and think, well, that must be true because somebody wrote it? If you Google somebody, if you search for somebody on YouTube, if you go and look at social media and find stories about people, how do you know that they're true? Is it possible that people have written horrible things about you that aren't true? Which then of course means that there are stories out there about other people that are not true, which is why again I like authorized biographies or autobiographies, which are hopefully a true story. Now, I'm not sure that what people write in a book about themselves are true either, but I want to have a great reputation as a person who not only is respectful of myself, respectful of other people, and respectful of my environment, but I want to have a reputation of a person that isn't trying to please other people, isn't pretending to be somebody else, isn't trying to have people like me so I change my opinion. I don't want to be a sheeple. I don't want to follow for the sake of what everybody else is doing. And once again, if you're a parent, a teacher, a coach, a boss, or a leader, is it possible that you need to be a unique, different, memorable, respectful human being so that people can look at your life, not want to be like you, but know that it is possible to be respectful, to have a great life, to have a great reputation, because your reputation surely should be who you are. Who you are, what you do, what you say, where you go, the way you dress, what you do in your life, should they all be exactly the same thing, so that then makes up your respectful reputation. What a great way to live your life, and could that be a great way to live your life to the max? Woohoo!